Right. So right now we are in the last lesson of this entire Facebook marketing course, and we are just going to go over some trends and best practices I would personally recommend you to consider. So with that being said, let's get right into it. So here is what we're going to cover today. So, we're going to cover current trends in Facebook marketing. We will also cover how to advertise ethically and how to avoid bans. And we're also going to cover how to stay updated with Facebook's new features and how to utilize them. And right at the end, we are going to go over some case studies of successful Facebook ad campaigns. So, warning as always, this is the most important video in the entire course if you came this far. So please watch the entire video, don't skip, don't fast forward. And pro tip, as always, if you want to save yourself time, watch the video in 2x speed. So, current trends in Facebook marketing. So, how Facebook decides what people see. So first of all, Facebook wants quality content, right? Facebook shows people posts that are interesting and useful to them. Make your posts fun, helpful, or exciting so people want to comment and share. Videos also get more attention. Facebook loves videos, especially short ones, and it's the same case as for Instagram. So if I'm being completely honest with you, the more videos you make, the more successful you will be. Make quick videos that show off your product or service in action. You can also give quick tutorials and quick tips on how to actually use your product in action or how to, help your audience solve their biggest problems in a quick 30-second video. Smart ads. Facebook uses smart technology to help your ads reach the right people. Like I've said, this is what we already covered. Take your time to set up your ads carefully because this is the most important thing. Stories and reels are popular, right? Videos are just popular, right? People love videos. Also, make sure that you build a community because if you build a brand that actually gets people together, makes them want to stay. Facebook's gonna notice it, and based on that, based on more, because look, if you create a Facebook page or Facebook like brand on Facebook that makes people come back to you, this means people spend more time on Facebook, which is a win for Facebook. And if you can do this, they will obviously push your content or your brand more simply because you basically are doing favor to Facebook. Now, reaching the right people with Facebook ads, right? All right. Now, if you have customer photos and videos, you can use them as well, right? Because people trust real stories. They, especially today, in the age and era of internet, it's just internet is overloaded with shady testimonials, with fake case studies, and we don't want to do that, right? So the more real your testimonials are, the better, right? Next up, you can ask for reviews, right? Encourage happy customers to leave reviews or share photos. Like, this is the most important thing. If you have a customer who, let's say you run Facebook ad agency, or if you run an email marketing agency and someone, because of your service, generates an additional $20,000 a month, don't just leave it. Like, politely ask them, please, can you give me a review? It will help my business so much. And like, because they're so happy with your service, they're going to do that. Like 99% of people are just going to do that, right? Also, make sure that you run fun contests, right? You do that by asking your followers to share creative photos of your product for a chance to win. You can then also tag customers, right? if you highlight your customers by tagging them, when you share their photos, you again increase the engagement, people will like you more, and the snowball effect just multiplies, right? Also, you can work with influencers, right? We already covered this. Now, next thing you can do, you can also sell directly on Facebook, right? And you do this by setting up a shop. And let me just show you how to do that. Now, the way you do this is very, very simple, right? So what you do, you just copy and paste this URL, facebook.com/business/shops, right? And after you do this, you are simply going to land on this page right here. And what you want to do is that you want to go to this start now, button, but you don't want to click on it. You just want to click on this downward arrow right here. And right here, you will click to, sorry, you, you will not go here because this will take you to the ads manager, right? What you're going to do, you're going to scroll down. What is a shop on Facebook and Instagram? And you're just going to click on get started, right? Now, what you're going to do is that you're right here. You're going to click next. Now, if you have a partner platform, which I guess probably 99% of you don't have, but if you do, you can connect it with Facebook Shop. But we're going to pretend we don't have it. So you're just simply going to click, I don't use these platforms. What you're going to do, you will select your country. Now, obviously, as you can clearly see, my country is not supported. So I cannot, create my Facebook shop. However, I'm just going to do this for you. So we can do this, click United States of America, which obviously the shop is supported in there. So we're going to just click select country. After that, you want to make sure that you select the right page you want to sell from, right? And like this says, your shop, like the page you select, then that shop is going to be created based on that page, right? Your shop will be created using info and products from the accounts you selected below, right? So let's just click this. We click next. Then you simply set shipping and returns. Now, which that's basically up to you, right? Right here, you can simply set up shipping. So you can offer standard shipping, expedited shipping, or rush shipping. Return window, which basically means the number of days customer have to return your products starting on the day delivered. And right here is the customer support email, which you obviously have to, put in your correct business email or customer support email. And also, when you look here, allow messaging, this basically allows you to let customers message you directly via Instagram or Facebook, which I would definitely turn on if you have a shop, right? If you don't, it's just doesn't look great. And then what you're going to do, you're simply going to go click next, and then you're going to get the preview of the shop and you're ready to rock and roll. This is how simply and easy it is. All right, so right now we literally went through everything, right? We went through advertising, how to set up campaigns, how to create great content, how to, which tools to use, such as Canva, how to set up messenger bots. Like right now, you should have a basic understanding about how to use Facebook in order to start promoting your company. Now, with that being said, right now, I feel like it's the right time to go over some ethical advertising practices and how to actually avoid bans because sometimes Facebook is a really, really strict platform. And if you don't play by the rules, you are gone and your advertising is gone. And let's just imagine your entire business is dependent on Facebook. What's going to happen then? Like, this is a situation you never want to have happen to you because it's just, terrible. And like I've said, we don't want that. So because of that, we are going to go over some ethical practices and also how to avoid getting banned on Facebook because it's pretty easy if you don't know the rules. which obviously we don't want. So, first of all, follow Facebook's rules, which is unpredictable, right? First of all, you have to know what's not allowed. Obviously, topics, such as, weapons and like stuff like that is banned, like these obvious topics, but also there are some practices that you might not be aware of, which, for example, I remember when I used to promote a weight loss offer for one of the affiliate marketers through my Facebook, you were not allowed, right, to basically give assumptions to people, right? So what has you basically were not allowed to give personal assumptions to, other people about their weight, for example, right? And specifically with weight loss, Facebook is very strict. So what this meant was that you weren't allowed to say, "Are you overweight?" You weren't like allowed to, you know, make it personal like this, right? But what you were allowed for people who struggle with losing weight, that was okay. But if the tone, if the tone was feeling like its assumption, then Facebook just directly shut you down and everything was pretty much gone because if they ban your ad account, it's not great. So this is why you should go over the rules. I'll also give you a link to read the entire Facebook ad policy, which is pretty clearly explained. The problem is majority of people are just too lazy to read it, and then they end up being banned, which then results, in their business crashing because sometimes people's businesses are dependent on, Facebook marketing channels. And if you don't have new people coming in, it means you have no money coming into your business. So that's pretty much that. Next thing, don't trick people, right? Avoid clickbait titles or fake promises. Be clear about what you offer. That's very important. Facebook's very sensitive about that. Next thing, simply tell the truth. Don't make claims that you can't prove, like saying a product works instantly if it doesn't. Next thing, respect privacy. Never misuse people's personal information in your ads. That's very important. Facebook is very, very strict about this. And check the rules often, right? So read more at Facebook's ad policies, right? So if you just go to the link transparency.meta.com slash en dash gb dash policies dash at dash standards dash, then you're going to get these advertising standards. Basically, what you want to do, you want to include Facebook. If you want to like look for it without the link, just simply Facebook advertising policy, right? Then, you see guidelines for Facebook ads about Meta advertising standards. That's what you want to go, right? And I would highly recommend you to check this. All right. So the next thing you should do is to be fair and respectful, right? Include everyone. Use language and pictures that are welcoming to all kinds of people, right? It's very simple, right? Just don't act like a bad person. Avoid stereotypes. Don't rely on outdated ideas about what people like or do. That's very important, right? Keep it simple. Make ads easy to understand, even for people who don't know your product yet. Like you really gotta dig deep down and figure out what your audience is like. Assumptions never ever work, especially when it comes down to advertising. And I feel like people get caught up into so many other things, but at the end of the day, they don't even know their target audience. They don't know how they really feel. They just think they know, and it ends up bad. Don't do that if you want to make money. Also, be honest about pricing. Show the real price and avoid hidden fees. That's obviously clear one, and no fake engagement. Because if you buy likes and comments, Algorithm is gonna spot that and they're just gonna kill your reach. You're never ever going to reach people. They're not going to ban you, but they're going to shadow ban you, right? Which basically means they will restrict your engagement. So, and you would obviously, right? We don't want to do this. Next up, avoid spammy behavior, right? So post the right amount of content. Don't post too often or people might unfollow you. Find a schedule that works. So if you want to post, just post up to 3 times a day, right? And like also like make sure that you post content that makes sense to them to consume, right? Like if you just post random stuff that's just, that feels like nothing, then it's just, doesn't work. It's just you can post 10 times a day, but if the content's just is just terrible, people are not like people will feel you're just forcing them to do something they don't want. And guess what happens? Nothing. You just people don't care about you. So better to post quality than quantity. But obviously if you can post quantity and enormous quality, like Alex Ramose, I've mentioned numerous times in this course, then you know, then you won. Next one, keep it real, right? Write ads and posts that sound like a person, not a robot. No fake accounts. Don't create fake profiles to boost your numbers. That please don't do that. It's an outdated technique. Might have worked in 2007, not in 2025. And respond politely. If someone leaves a bad comment, take a deep breath, take your emotions out of the business, and answer kindly and try to fix the issue. Use clear links. Let people know exactly where they will go when they click the link. That's very important. If you mislead people into thinking that they're going to go somewhere and then they go somewhere else, Facebook especially checks that and doesn't treat these people well. So don't be one of them. Next one. Stay up to date. Review ads before posting, right? So double check your ads, follow all the rules. That's very important. The more experience you gather, the better you will be at this. Fix problems fast. If Facebook flags your ad, fix it quickly and learn from the mistake. Ask for help. If you're not sure about a rule, ask in Facebook's help center. That's very important. Like ask the customer support because they're the ones who should give you clear information. Also, learn from others. Watch what successful businesses do on Facebook. And YouTube is a great place to start. Keep testing, keep trying new ideas and improving. Now, staying updated with Facebook's new features. So let me just quickly show you what's new with Facebook, right? So first of all, smart features. So smarter ads. Facebook's AI is better at showing ads to the right people. Like I've told you, use tools like campaign budget optimization, which we already went over. Cool video tools. You can make fun videos using Facebook's built-in features, and after you'll be uploading videos, you will see exactly what I mean. More ways to shop. Facebook is adding new tools for selling directly on the platform, which is the Facebook shop we went over. Next up are fun features for stories, right? You can use stickers, polls, and music to make stories exciting. That's a great tool, great stuff, makes your stories more engaging. Now, virtual reality, that's interesting topic, right? You can start learning about Facebook's metaverse. Is the future of online fun and business. Just you can watch some videos, some documentaries on YouTube. It's a very interesting topic. I'm interested to see what you guys think about it. Next up, try Facebook's new tools, right? So basically, what you can do, I don't know if you've seen it, but if you go on your personal profile, you can turn your personal profile into a mini business page by using the professional mode. Next up, Reels Analytics. Reels Analytics. You can basically see how your short videos perform and get tips to improve. So when you upload your reel, you can see the retention rate, where people drop off, where people watch the most, how many people watched, for how long, average view time, all this stuff. It's important because you get real numbers and real data and not just, your false or anybody else's assumptions about what works and what doesn't. Like I've said, the best feedback, like the audience, is the best feedback tool, right? Now, better ads manager, right? Better ads manager is just better every single year, right? Like I've been using Facebook for very long, and when I started using it back in 2021, it was terrible compared to today. Like today, it's way simpler, way easier to use, and way efficient with your ad spend. Messenger ads, they allow you to talk directly with customers through ad chats. Now, obviously, we haven't covered this, but I feel like this is more like an advanced feature, and I want you to first go over the course, understand the basics, and then go over more advanced stuff. Also, Facebook events, because these let you connect with your local community. And next thing, you can partner with influencers as well. We went over that. You can also offer special posts or discounts to loyal followers. And you can also join creator portals because Facebook helps you connect with creators for collaborations. All right. So right now, what I'm about to show you, I'm not going to go over everything, right? But what we're going to do, I'm going to show you some case studies and some real life examples of companies who have used Facebook advertising and used it very successfully, right? So let's go right over it. I'm obviously not allowed to say names, stuff like this. So that's censored, but these results are real. All right. So I just wanted to mention that. So let's go right over it. So this was the challenge. So first of all, this was a small online store selling unique products, primarily puzzles with artistic designs and gifts for the home. Their items appeal to people looking for creative activities or meaningful gifts. Now, what was the problem? The business traditionally relied on wholesale sales, selling in bulk to other businesses, but those orders dropped significantly during COVID. They had to switch their focus to direct to customer sales through their website. Now, what was the goal? To increase DTC online sales quickly to make up for the lost wholesale revenue. This meant reaching new customers and turning them into buyers. Now, what made this challenging? The business didn't have a big online presence, which, by the way, is the biggest trouble for majority of people, right? Many people had never heard of their products, and without a way to stand out, the business was just being left ignored in the market. Now, what opportunity did they have? So, let me tell you this. During the pandemic, people were staying home and obviously looking for creative ways, and this was their biggest opportunity. So, what these people actually did? First of all, they created visually appealing ads. So, they designed ads with high quality photos of their puzzles showing their unique designs. The visuals focused on why these puzzles were different from generic options. They were artistic, creative, and enjoyable for people stuck at home. In other ways, they simply defined their unique selling proposition, aka what made them stand out on the market, and they put it in front of the world. Step number two, they wrote engaging ad copy, which are the words in the ad, right? They used phrases that resonated with people's emotions and needs during the pandemic, like Turn your time at home into creative adventure. Relax and unwind with beautiful designed puzzles. These messages connected with potential customers who wanted fun and stress relieving activities. Step number three, we already went through that. They targeted the right audience. Because instead of wasting their budget and showing ads to everyone, they targeted people who were interested in home activities like puzzles and crafts, gifts and artistic hobbies, parents or families looking for shared activities. Facebook and Instagram have tools, to let you target people based on interest, which we already covered. Step number four, they started small and they were scaling smartly, right? They began with a low daily budget for testing, which was around $20 per day, to see which ads worked. Now, when they identified ads they performed well based on clicks and sales, then they started to scale this budget for those ads. And after that, they tracked results and made improvements, right? They monitored these metrics, sorry. They monitored CPC, aka cost per click, right? So how much it costs for someone to click the ad. They monitored ROAS, aka the return on ad spent, which means how much money they earned compared to what they spent on ads. They also monitored click through rate, which is the percentage of people who clicked the ad after seeing it. Now, what were the results? The campaign resulted in 785% increase in DTC sales. This means their strategy took them from making a little to selling nearly 8 times more during the campaign. Next one, which was the high return on investment. For every $1 spent on ads, the store earned 9.68 back in sales. This is a 10x return, 1000% return. Absolutely incredible. Now, after that, they also got to get affordable new customer acquisition. It costs only $4.87 in advertising to get a new customer. This is much lower than what many businesses spend to acquire customers online. They also boosted their website traffic. The campaign increased visits to the store's website by 183%, giving them more opportunities to convert browsers into buyers. They also improved their brand awareness. Even if people didn't buy immediately, more customers became aware of the store and its unique products, which ultimately lead them to build reputation, which then led to getting more sales. Now, why this worked? So, first of all, clear, simple ads appeal to people, right? That's very, very simple. Also, emotional copy drives action, right? The ad copy wasn't just about selling a product, it was about solving a problem and giving them the emotions, giving them the experience, giving them the vision of the better experience of their lives during the tough times of lockdown and making them better. That's what it was about. And that's why it converted. Again, they targeted right people, right? Because if you, like I've said, if you focus on people who want your stuff, you will make money. But like you can have like the best car in the world, and if you target like someone who just like doesn't care about cars, then like why would they buy it? It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant for them, right? They don't even want the car in the first place. So why would you make the car better for them? They don't care. They don't see the difference, right? Next thing, they use data and it helped them improve quickly. Last but not least, if you scale smartly, if you just don't throw your entire budget into something, close your eyes, cross your fingers, and hope for best, then good things start to happen. Now, how you can apply this? So, pick one of your best products to advertise, right? Choose something unique and popular. Take great photos and videos, which is super simple, especially today. You can buy like a ring light for like $20, and then you can get used iPhone for like $300, and that's pretty much your setup, and you can take absolutely amazing photos that will look as professional as they would look like if you were a professional photographer. So do that. Also, write simple ad copy that connects emotionally. Highlight the benefits, not just the features. So, for example, instead of our puzzles are 1,000 pieces, write discover the joy of creating something beautiful one piece at a time, right? You basically don't sell the product, you sell the experience, you sell the dream the product gives you. And then start a small Facebook or Instagram ad campaign to discover what works and what doesn't, right? And after that, track results and simply scale. All right, guys. So in this lesson, we have covered, all the trends and all the updates and everything when it comes down to Facebook marketing, future. What to, stay updated for, what to look out for, like how to actually stay updated, how to leverage trends in your favor. And last but not least, we have also covered successful case studies of previous Facebook marketing campaigns. And by the way, this is the most important part of this lesson. So please look at these tips, look at these case studies, and use them within your marketing strategy. And that is pretty much it. And I cannot wait to talk to you soon.